Welcome to day number 2 of your beginner breathing practices. So we are going to do what we did yesterday and review the belly breath, the rib cage breath, and the kidney breath. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 more breathing practices, which are Nadi Shodana, or the alternate nostril breaths, and Brahmari, the bumblebee breath. So once again, these breathing practices are safe for all new people and they don't have contraindications. That means whatever your health situation, you should be able to do these breathing practices. So let's start now with a review of the breath practices we did yesterday. And the first one is called belly breathing. So for that, you need your block and probably a pillow. So you're gonna lie down comfortably. Some people don't feel good lying flat on the floor. So if you don't feel good lying flat on the floor, just grab another pillow and put it under your knees. So both knees have a pillow underneath them. Place the block on your belly button and then lie comfortably on the ground. So this helps to train your diaphragm. So as you inhale, you want the block to go up like so. And as you exhale, you want the block to go down. So close your eyes, inhale, take the block up. And exhale, take the block down. Instead of using your surface muscles, like look, I'm holding my nose, but I can still puff my belly with my surface muscles. That's not what you want to do. You want to really feel your breath going under the block. So the diaphragm moves down under the block. So let's try it again. Inhale. And exhale. Make sure you feel your breath under the block. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now that you know the technique, you're going to time yourself. You're going to stop this video. You're going to time yourself for 5 minutes. Okay? And we're going to do belly breathing for the next 5 minutes. Okay, the next breathing practice that we're going to do is called a chest or rib cage breath. And what it does is it makes the muscles of breathing between your ribs more flexible and stronger so that you can lift your ribs on the inhale and drop your ribs on the exhale. This also increases our lung capacity. Also, being able to have flexible and strong ribs will help you immensely when we get to the back bending portion of this YTT. So let's learn how to do a rib cage breath. For that, you're going to need a stack of pillows and a block or 2 blocks. So if you have your block, you're going to put it under your rib cage. So if this is the end of your rib cage, you're going to put the block right here. So ladies, that would be your bra line. You can put the block this way, or if your back bend is not that good, you can put it this way. And we're going to have a pillow to support the head. Otherwise, if you have a good back bend, you can put your head on the floor. So I will choose to put my block this way. Okay, so I've got a block, I've got a stack of cushions, and first I'm going to position the block. You do not want to put the block on your lower back. That's too low, and you're not going to really open the ribs. The block needs to be pushing the rib cage upwards. So now I've got the block underneath my rib cage. And now I'm going to put my cushions under my head. I can choose to keep my knees bent, or I can choose to extend my legs, or I can choose this posture. It's called Supta Baddha Konasana. Okay, now when I inhale, my ribs are going to expand outwards. And when I exhale, my ribs are going to drop in. So ribs expanding, inhale. Ribs dropping in, exhale. So you're going to put your hands on your ribs, and as you inhale, you're going to feel them open sideways. And as you exhale, you're going to draw your ribs in and down towards the hips. If you put one hand on the rib cage and one hand on the chest, what you're going to feel is, as the ribs expand outward on the inhale, your chest opens and lifts too. And as you exhale, both drop down. Important, this part should remain soft. The space between your ribs, when you take a deep breath and you hold it, this space is soft, not hard, which means you're not squeezing your belly when you breathe in. This is a really important point. So make sure, inhale, ribs expand out, belly soft. Exhale, ribs drop in, navel in. Inhale, belly relaxed, rib cage opens. Exhale, rib cage drop downs, belly contracts. So we're going to do this for a few moments. Expanding, contracting, expanding, contracting. Remember, when you do this, to breathe slowly and deeply. And when it's time to come out, you're going to bring your knees up, extend your legs, and use your hands to press yourself up. Then you're going to go into a child's pose, or just hug your knees like this. Stay here for a few moments and come up. Great. Now that you know the technique, let's do the ribcage breath for 5 minutes. So the next breathing exercise that we're going to do to help you improve the muscles of breathing is called the kidney breath. And the muscles we're going to work on are on your back. We have muscles in our back like the serratus posterior and the intercostals that open your ribs behind and help lift the ribs. Also, we've got the diaphragm connecting to your first 3 lumbar vertebra, L1, 2, and 3. And when you breathe into your back, you are helping the diaphragm expand into the lower lobes of the lungs in a more effective way. And this will increase your lung capacity, and it's also an awesome back massage. And in fact, when you do any forward bends in yoga, you want to breathe into your kidneys. When you do a back bend in yoga, you breathe into your chest. Forward bending in yoga, you breathe into your kidneys. And the belly breath is only used for relaxation. So let's go for the kidney breath now. So I'm not going to use my block this time, but I might choose to hug a pillow. So I'm just going to fold my stack of pillows to make a little bolster with it. If you have a yoga bolster, you're going to use that. And I'm just going to pretend I'm 2 years old again and pillows are huge. And I'm just going to drop down onto the stack of pillows and relax my head. Okay? As I do that, I'm going to breathe into my back. If you don't have a stack of pillows, that's fine. You can do it in a normal child's pose. So let's do that now. Sitting on your heels, knees are wider or close together. If you don't feel any restriction, it's actually better to have the knees close together so that your stomach can be pressed on your knees or thighs and you can breathe into your back better. So let's just lengthen the spine as we breathe in, and as we breathe out, we're dropping down. Your head can hit the floor, but if it doesn't, you can use your block and you can put, there's ants on my block, you can put the block under the forehead. So what we're going to do as we breathe, so you're going to feel this area. If you can put your hands under your lower ribs, and as you breathe, you feel the area inflating here behind you. All the way, you can feel it here on the sides of your waist. You can feel it. The lower ribs are opening. Inhale. Exhale. Remember to breathe through your nose. You will feel a stretch in your back. And you just need to breathe slowly and deeply. Relax the rest of your body that's not involved with the breath. And like the other 2 breath exercises, we're going to breathe into our kidneys for the next 5 minutes. Now that we've had a little review on the practices that we've already learned, let's learn a new breath called alternate nostril breaths. Now, before we do this is a sitting practice. We need to make sure we're sitting upright. What we don't want to do is be sitting rounded on your tailbone. So if you can feel the base of your spine on the floor, you're not sitting correctly. We want to sit upright. Feel free to sit on your sofa or use a dining room chair. If you're having difficulty sitting upright, let's say if your hips are really tight, you might want to just put yourself on a chair. But other things we can do is use a block to prop ourselves up. And you know what? If you can't sit cross-legged, because some people don't feel comfortable doing that, you might also want to sit like this. Some of you will feel better like this, depending on your hips, and we'll take this up in anatomy class. Some people feel better sitting like this. Some people feel better sitting like this. If you don't feel better sitting like any of that, feel free to extend your legs. So I'm just going to fold up this cushion and just sit like this, which is okay too. Remember, it's important for your back to be straight. However you achieve that is however you achieve that. So let's start with Nadi Shodana, the alternate nostril breath. You're going to use your right hand to hold your nose. I will be mirroring. This is my left hand, but if you look at me, it will be your right hand. Okay? So your left hand, your thumb and first finger will be together like this. This is called Gyan Mudra, and it's a mudra that will help you. It's a mudra that will help you to concentrate. Now we're going to do Nasagra Mudra. To hold your nose, you use your thumb and third finger. The other two fingers are together on your forehead like this. If you don't feel comfortable pressing your fingers on your forehead, you can fold your fingers like this. Okay? So your thumb goes on your right nostril, your third finger goes on your left. To hold your nose, don't press on the flesh, drop down from the bone. Okay, so let's try it. First, you press your right nostril and inhale through the left side. Then you close both nostrils for a moment. And then you exhale from the right side. So I'm showing with my other hand what your breath is doing. You inhale through the right side. And then again, you close both nostrils. And then you exhale through the left side. So with my hand, I will show you what you're going to do. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. So inhale left, hold for a moment, exhale right, do not hold your breath, inhale up, hold for a moment, exhale to the other side. Now, ideally, you want to do a 4 count inhale. So that's inhale for 4. A 6 count hold. And an 8 count exhale. So inhale for 4, hold for 6, exhale for 8. This takes some time to achieve. As you get better at it, you'll be able to inhale for 4, hold for 16, and exhale for 8. Now that might be a little bit far in the future. Right now we want to be comfortable. So let's do it together for a few rounds, and then you're going to do the same thing for the next 5 minutes. Okay, so left hand, Gyan Mudra, right hand to your nose. If you don't want to have the fingers here, just fold them down. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're gonna do that for the next 5 minutes. Our final breath practice today is called bumblebee breathing. And it's really great for uplifting your mood. So if you're feeling a little down, if you're feeling a little frustrated or negative, this is a great way to change you from stress to bliss. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a humming sound like this. So while we make that humming sound, you're going to close your ears with your thumbs. You're going to put your hands over your eyes. And what this does is it turns your attention inward. If you want to really feel blissful, I encourage you to focus on your heart center when you do Brahmari. And feel the humming in your heart. Okay? So it looks like this. I'm inhaling. And what you're going to feel is a little massage around your heart, which makes you feel really good. Now, sometimes having your hands like this can be tiring for your shoulder. So if you want a more calm position for your shoulders, you just put your knees up like this and rest your elbows on your thighs. And then do it this way. Sometimes people with claustrophobia actually don't feel good doing Brahmari. So if you have claustrophobia, what I recommend and what really works well is to do it in the child's pose. So I'm going to drop into the child's pose. I'm going to put my elbows on the floor and still close my ears and my eyes and do Brahmari like this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to enjoy Brahmari, and instead of doing it for 5 minutes, you're going to do it 10 times. So after 10 times of Brahmari, we're going to lie on our back and enjoy a 5-minute relaxation. So let's do our Brahmari now for 10 times. Okay, I'm going to do it with you. Now drop your hands and just feel the beautiful effect, the afterglow of this pranayama. Without opening your eyes, I want you to find a way to lie on your back. And we're just going to be here for the next 5 minutes. And now we've concluded our day 2 breathing techniques. Let's recap what we've done so far. So we did belly breath, rib cage breath, and also the kidney breath, which are our exercises to increase our breath capacity and improve our lungs and the muscles of breathing. Now we've also added Nadi Shodana, which is a beautiful way to balance the nervous system. It also balances the right and left hemispheres of the brain, which will actually help even out your body. So if you feel like one side of your body is stiffer or weaker than the other, this practice you must do every day because it's going to help you a lot. Okay, we also did Brahmari or bumblebee breath, which gives us a nice happy feeling in our hearts and helps open your heart space and lift your mood. When you're more positive, the results of your yoga practice will be quicker to achieve. So I hope you enjoyed these breathing practices, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Namaste.